my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about motivation and discipline. I recently posted a picture on Instagram talking about that. So if you missed it, my Instagram handle is going to be down below here somewhere. But I did want to go a little bit more in depth with it. So in this in this YouTube video, I do want to talk about why you shouldn't rely on being motivated and that you should build small habits to be disciplined rather than relying on motivation. And the reason why you shouldn't be relying on motivation is because motivation stems a lot from like your mental and emotional being or state. And of course everyone has their own problems and issues and stresses, and of course being girls especially, we go through our monthly cycle, our hormones go out of whack, and not out of whack, but like, we have those emotional, moody PMS days where we don't feel like doing anything, or we're just sad, or you know yada yada, how that goes. And not just women, but men, I'm sure, go through certain feelings and emotions. We're all human, so we all have them. But I feel sometimes girls are more prone to it. I may be wrong, but at least in my opinion and my experience, that's what has been happening with me. Don't feel as motivated at times as I usually do. So when I'm not motivated, I need to be more disciplined rather than focusing on my motivation, and just get in the gym and do it regardless of how I'm feeling, because that's what's going to get me results and what's going to happen when you are disciplined and you just go get it done no matter what you're feeling. And there was a few little tips that I wrote on my Instagram that I'm going to say here about what I did do this morning to get myself to the gym, rather being motivated or not. One of the first things I did was listen to something inspirational, something motivational. It doesn't have to be like something super cliche. It could be just something that moves you. It could be like a verse or YouTube sermon from a church. It could be your gym motivational YouTube video. It could be um, a podcast from like Lewis Howes or Mel Robbins or Gary Vee. Something of that sort that's going to change your mindset, because when you aren't motivated, it's because you're in a down mindset, or you're not obviously feeling like you want to go to the gym. So another thing that I do is I put music on that makes me feel good. If I'm feeling good and there's certain songs and music that make me feel good, so my dopamine's gonna rise and I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, let's go get this, let's do it. I like to listen to a lot of, my personal preference is Fetty Legrand mixes. They always like pump me up. I love Fetty Legrand and Morgan Page, and then I also have a playlist with like Eminem, NF, Imagine Dragons. There's a lot of like, I guess, like harder core songs. I don't know how to explain them, but Rufus Still Soul puts me in a good mood, and yeah. So I listen to those songs. Another thing that I do is I'll go back to like my old videos or any videos that I record and watch them, because they inspire me. Like, okay, Myra, you used to look like this, or you used to do this, or you went and did this last week. Why don't you just come do it this week? Like stuff, little things like that. And not only just me, but other people too that I look up to or whatever. Like, I like going to J-Lo and The Rock's pages, which I wrote about in my Instagram, because they're goals. They're freaking way older than me, and they're over there killing it, staying fit and healthy and going to the gym and all that. And then obviously another thing is getting my pre-workout ready and praying. Like praying is something that I've always done, but I feel like now that I have been going to a church more often and putting more time into my faith and God, that I am taking more time to pray and ask for strength and to be guided by the higher power or God or whatever you guys want to interpret it as, because I'm not a big fan of like one religion only. God is God, or the higher power is the higher power. And if you believe in something more than yourself, then that's great. And if you don't, I'm sorry. But those are like a few little things that I do if I'm not like motivated or like super ready to up to go into the gym, or like get up right away and go to the gym, because I used to just get up. I think another reason why I could be lacking my motivation is because I am currently not as lean as I'm used to, because I am currently in a surplus and I haven't done cardio in a while, just because I have been lifting a bit heavier, and I do want to gain some size, and I know that sometimes you have to sacrifice being comfortable and lean to be able to gain muscle. So when the time is to cut my calories and be in a deficit, I'm sure that when I see those certain leaning out results, I will be more motivated. But this is about being disciplined and going to the gym no matter how you feel. Because if you go when you don't feel good, I promise you that once you're done working out, you are going to feel good. So I think little tiny steps that make you more disciplined is, one, having a workout plan, or like, knowing what you're gonna do when you get to the gym, and what you're gonna do when you go into the gym, rather than just winging it. I've talked about this before. It's just so much easier when you have a set plan and you know what you're gonna do, because you'll get in there, do it, and you'll get out. I think another thing is to just schedule, like, okay, I'm gonna work out 4 times this week, rather than, oh, I have to go to the gym every day. If one day you don't make it, make sure that the next day you do make it, or you do make time to go within those 4 times that week, rather than not going because you lack motivation. Um, I think another thing that could help with the being disciplined is remembering why you're doing this. Why did you start your fitness journey in the first place? Why do you want to continue it? Why is it so important to you? And once you start thinking about that, or even writing it down when you're not feeling motivated, it can get you back to going to the gym. Because sometimes we don't go over our why as much as we should. And when we remind ourselves, okay, I'm doing this because I want to be healthier for my family, or I want to be healthier and fit for so and so, like for myself, or there's everyone has their own reasons to feel more confident, to be obviously healthier, to be more active, whatever it might be. Just go back to that and remind yourself why you're doing this, or why it even makes you happy, because it should make you happy. It should make you feel good. You're going to the gym, you're getting workouts in, you're doing something for yourself that is only going to be beneficial for you. So I think that all these little tips will help you do that, like they helped me, because I honestly, this morning, was even, I think too, because of the holidays are here, and so I hope these little tips and tricks helped you guys on what to do when you lack motivation, and how to be a bit more disciplined and why to be more disciplined and why discipline is way more important than motivation because motivation, like I said before, is not always going to be there, especially at hard times when you're going through things, when mentally you just don't, you feel drained or emotionally. Discipline is going to take over. And just know that when you do go to the gym, you are going to be releasing so many chemicals, like the feel good chemicals like dopamine. So once you're done working out, you will feel way better than how you felt before even going into a workout. So just be aware of that. I hope these things helped you. And